to show respect to the audience and respect your own business. It was a way to protect it.
And I'm Kayfabe Avenue, and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
It's Kayfabe Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all you smart marks. I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
And this is Kayfabe Avenue, and today we bring you the Raw wrap-up. So a few hours removed from the close of the show. A lot to unpack. This was the go-home show. It's WrestleMania week, so it's very busy all around the wrestling world. We got something happening literally every single day this week. So starting off with Raw, we have the Hall of Fame Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday is NXT part 1 and 2.
Pay-per-view, right? Both of them.
It's technically a pay-per-view, but
it's TV show.
It's on TV.
They'll show it on Peacock too.
Yeah, it's Wednesday and Thursday, Friday SmackDown. Then we got, of course, the 2-part WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. So that's not even talking about the other promotions and stuff like that. So a lot to unpack this week, and we starting off with this go home show.
That's crazy.
So we start the show with Drew McIntyre in his leather and kilt, in his true Roddy Piper fashion. And
I wish I was cool to wear a kilt like that.
He's swaggy with his quilt. Got the blue and black quilt. Kilt, excuse me. With the leather.
You trying to say that he killed it?
He killed the kilt. Yeah, for sure. So pretty much this is the last promo building up why he's deserving of the championship he's about to go for at WrestleMania against Bobby Lashley, explaining what he's gonna do to Lashley, the difference between him and Lashley, the sacrifices that he's willing to make to come out on top. And then we get Bobby Lashley and MVP of hats off to MVP. That man just been carrying that entire story.
Yeah, for real.
Entire situation made Bobby Lashley elevate even more than Leo Rush elevated Lashley. So, hats off to him. But this ultimately leads to MVP kind of telling Bobby Lashley chill, not to Mania. And of course, King Corbin comes out, and yes, King fucking Corbin. And the reason being is last week's Raw, if you watched Raw or you heard our recap or watched our recap on YouTube, then you know that he was the one that stepped up to the plate and tried to challenge Drew McIntyre to take him out so he can take Drew McIntyre's place at WrestleMania. So that match is happening on this episode of Raw tonight. So not much to say. It's the typical shit. We know who's the babyface. We know who's the heel. This kind of storyline is convoluted to me as far as the need for even Baron Corbin crossing over from SmackDown.
Yeah, for real. Like
the situation
where that happened at? What the fuck connection that came from that he joining Bobby and them niggas? Like,
well, Corbin and Bobby teamed up in the past when they were both on Raw.
Right.
So that kind of makes it makes sense because of that, but we didn't need Baron Corbin at this point in the story.
Yeah, it's already a week later, like 2 weeks be out before the main attraction. Like, waste of time, waste of energy, and we're not really big fans of Baron at this moment. Like, he don't have nothing else better to do with himself over there at SmackDown. Like, what?
The good thing is that
did they trade him or something?
His attire.
Is this considered a trade?
I don't know, because
they traded.
Be that bullshit wild card rule that they like to throw up whenever they have to have an explanation for what somebody else is on the show.
Yeah, whenever they feel like. I don't see no trade. Like, who went over to SmackDown? Nobody really.
No, it wasn't a trade. Technically,
So,
like I said, they still have that wild card rule whenever they feel like popping it out. So they could easily explain it away in that way. Corbin still has a lot of unfinished business on SmackDown, but other than that, this was to build towards Corbin versus Drew McIntyre later on in the main event. So, what do you guys think about this segment overall?
I mean, it's the same old thing. It's just build up for WrestleMania. It's not like they did anything special to make it pop.
Yeah, like I thought Drew did a great promo. Like he stepped his promo game up 100%. Like his believability and his conviction when he say his bars is
Yeah,
fire.
because now he got that song. He's more seasoned.
Yeah, so I gotta give him props on that.
We don't just think Drew McIntyre could be champion. We know he could be champion at this point. So he's that guy, and he's being that way.
Other than that, regular 7'6'5", nothing crazy.
So we go backstage. We got New Day and Matt Riddle hyping each other's respective matches for Mania and matches on Monday Night Raw, and it's official. Matt Riddle's the pothead.
He's officially the half-baked guy on the couch that sleeps all day.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess with the legalization of marijuana completely in New York, and the fact that they consider the unofficial term for WWE is New York, I guess they're going full swing with this weed story. And Matt Riddle is the pothead, even throwing jokes like I had to break it up and crush it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I caught that stuff too. I'm like, what?
Yeah, alluded to rolling blunts, and New Day's like, well, we not trying to let's get low real quick. You know, like you're a little too high. So a lot of allusions towards Matt Riddle being a pothead. I guess he really doesn't even need to get fined anymore for it.
Probably not. It's probably
I already called it. He's like the dude, the white boy from Half Baked. Like that's his character. He wasn't like that at NXT. Like I don't know why they dumbed him down this crazy, but
he was like that. I guess. He was like that, but he had more physical shit. He had more physical shit to do with NXT. Now we seeing more story than actual action with him.
Yeah.
So it's a difference. So he turns it on when he's in the ring, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, he could go. I'm never play his in-ring ability. He's like one of the best out there, but it is what it is. I already said this. Like,
I just hope they don't make him too dumb.
I hope they don't do it like they did with Otis, where they played the same shit with Otis and then he loses his belt or he loses his money in the bank, stupid shit, because they playing the stupid role. You feel me? Like
I feel like even if they make him look dumb like that, what he does in the ring compensates to where he's at right now. So right now his in-ring proves that he's champion, so it doesn't really matter how they portray him, because honestly, as soon as that bell rings, he's in there.
Exactly. He's like RVD.
Yeah.
RVD is going to the Hall of Fame. Shouts out for him. And honestly, RVD kind of paved the way for this kind of character for him. And the fact that RVD was known to be a known pothead, activist for it and all that.
Yeah.
So is one of the reasons why it led to his, ECW firing when WWE was doing the ECW brand along with Sabu. So I think he paved the way for Matt Riddle to even be able to have this character. So shouts out to RVD. But it's just like RVD. They might make it seem like the burnout once in a blue moon, but when they in the ring, they turn up. So, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Xavier Woods with Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles after a WrestleMania hype up video. What do you think about this matchup? Xavier Woods pulling off the win.
I thought the match was dope. Like, yo, what more can we say, man? That's Xavier, that's AJ. They both get busy in the ring. Like I just don't like how they just curved the Hurt Business out the way, and then all of a sudden they supposed to be just forgetting about and push AJ and almost to the top of the.
So this is my theory. This is my theory with.
Other than that, I'm not gonna deny. Right? Hold on. Not to cut you off, brother, but other than that, I'm not gonna deny the in-ring ability. You could put any three of them. You could put all three of them, Kofi, Xavier, AJ, in the ring with anybody, and it's gonna be at least an 8, a 7.5.
Yeah,
but it's just I just don't like how it's going with the story. You know what I mean?
So here's my theory with the Hurt Business. I don't think that they really broke up because
it's just a ruse.
I think it's a ruse. I think it's this whole story is to really make it seem like Bobby turned his back on the Hurt Business. So like that, Drew McIntyre has them completely out of his mind come WrestleMania. And I feel like storyline wise, it doesn't make sense for Bobby Lashley to lose the title after just winning it.
Yeah.
Not only is he someone who waited 15, 16 years to earn this belt, he's also one of the few black champions in that position. That's believable as well.
In history.
So I don't think it's smart for
In
them
history.
to remove the title, even though it makes perfect sense to have Drew win. I don't think it's time for that. So how do you explain Drew McIntyre losing at WrestleMania and making him look strong? You have the Swerve, you have Shelton Benjamin, and you have Cedric Alexander run in, help Bobby Lashley win, and they celebrate Her Business Was Never Dead. We tricked all you guys. I believed in these guys, and for them losing the titles or whatever, they made it up to me this way. And you got the Hurt Business back full force. Then they go back after the tag team titles. But I don't feel like the Hurt Business is done because MVP still wearing the chain. They haven't officially said Corbin's a part of it, and they still talk about the Hurt Business is active. So I think this is a big swerve. I'm hoping it's a swerve.
How you feel, Focus?
I feel like that kind of makes sense, and I hope it does go that way. But knowing Vince is probably not really going that way, I feel like something's gonna happen, and somebody else other than the Hurt Business is gonna interfere in this match to help Bobby win.
Maybe Keith Lee.
Maybe I don't know. Bad Bunny.
That's a bold reach.
What about Bad Bunny?
Oh my god.
Bad Bunny turns on who? On Damien?
Facts.
Stop.
And the Hurt Business.
Speaking of Bad Bunny pulls up in his Bugatti, and he should never have done that. But we'll get to that. Excuse me. He should have never done that, but we'll get to that. We have in the ring Braun Strowman in one of the best, worst. This is like the best of the worst. This is like top 5, top 1. This is the GOAT of like the worst storyline builds to WrestleMania, I think. So I really don't want to get too much into it.
Do we believe? Hold on.
Says he's getting picked on. He
Wait,
said
his whole life.
All stupid. This is my thing. This is
Do we believe that? Hold on. Do we believe that, bro? He was probably like 7 feet at like 12, bro. Do we believe he said like he was getting bullied his whole life?
If anything, he was the bully, probably.
Like, you kidding me? Like, I got one thing I got to shout out Brock Lesnar.
I mean, unless he was like a fat kid and they made fun of him being fat, and that was the inspiration for him
to get his weight up. That's different.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I don't believe someone like Braun Strowman is gonna get bullied. No, I can't believe it.
Like, shout out Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar kept it real. He said, yo, when I was coming up, I was the bully because I was taller than my whole class. So I don't want to believe that you, the tallest dude, and probably in high school, you probably like 8 feet in like 9th grade. I mean,
Brock Lesnar's still the bully.
You feel me? So I gotta at least he kept it real. Like, we know you, it's not believable, bro. This story is trash. Nobody want to see Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman ever in history.
Yeah,
unless Braun Strowman.
Go ahead.
Shane McMahon survived the helicopter crash.
Do you want to see this match?
Yes.
I just Braun Strowman need to
jump Shane's gonna jump off of.
Yo, I want that's a fact. I want to see what he jumps off.
I want to see Braun Strowman jump off the cage.
I already. Well, I'll talk about that in the prediction show. But
I want Braun Strowman to jump off the cage, do a full moonsault like Cody did, a full clean moonsault off the top of the cage. That's the only way.
I do an elbow drop off that shit.
Either that, or it better be a 5-minute squash match.
He's gonna tell them. Okay, can you mark on this cage where Cody Rhodes jumped off of, so I can go a little bit higher than that?
I want to do that.
We're gonna put a fucking platform on top of this just to make sure we're a little bit higher than Cody.
They'll have to make an extra large cage for Braun Strowman. That's the gimmick.
Don't make no damn sense.
Because at his height, he's just looking over the cage, like
He's already above the cage.
he's looking above the cage, like.
He can just jump
He's
on
like,
the
"Are you
cage.
sure this is the cage?"
I think I'm
just
gonna
jump
play
over
this.
the
This is
candle.
a playpen. This ain't even a cage. This shit a playpen, bucko.
But unless this is a 5-minute squash match that he puts Shane body bag.
Let's move on because I want to kind of talk about
Yeah,
that.
but
I don't wanna
Shane's the
lose it.
We'll
best
talk
in the
about that
world.
later. We'll talk about that later. But yeah,
How you-
whatever. Whatever. Good promo, I guess. Good promo.
Best in the world.
I don't think it was a good promo. I disagree with that. Why?
Well,
Because I've heard that shit. How many times have we heard, I'm gonna do it for them? Who the fuck is them? Nobody's asking you
you know what
that.
it is? They recycled it too. Nia Jax did something like that a couple years ago for Mania.
Everyone does. Almost everyone does that.
And I was a big girl and blah blah blah. Wasn't she facing Carmella for the belt or something? And she won it. She was like, I did it for all the big girls out there that they be getting body shaming and bullying us and blah blah blah. Like, yo,
But you're the bully though.
huh? But
she's the
that's
bully,
believable though. But that's believable. We do not believe Braun Strowman was getting bullied. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I seen it on Monday Night Raw a few weeks back.
Facts.
Get out of here.
Braun is stupid.
Anyways,
They had the stupid song singing about him being stupid. Then they had the segment that they threw the Nickelodeon goo on him.
whatever.
He's been bullied the past couple of weeks. That's undeniable.
Yeah, these past couple of weeks on television, like, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, well, this promo leads
Well,
to a 2-on-1 handicap match: Braun Strowman versus Elias and Jackson Races. Quick squash, Braun Strowman for the win. I don't like commenting on Jackson Races' matches, so I decided to move on. You guys got any comments on that?
It wasn't nothing crazy. Braun went in there, did his thing, destroyed both of them, got the pin, walked out. Have a nice day. Shout out Mick Foley. You know me? Like, he did the Mick Foley real quick. Have a nice day. I'm out. You know what I mean? Like,
So
Fuck this shit.
now we get to the point where Bad Bunny should have never pulled up in his Bugatti.
Bad Bunny, baby.
yo. Oh,
The moment I saw his Bugatti, I already knew something was gonna happen. He ain't flexed that hard in 3 months.
and now he come out.
Now you pull up in the Bugatti.
in the
He's
white
like,
one.
he pull up in
White
the
one.
It's
Bugatti.
the white ghost Bugatti too.
Oh man, disrespectful. What's up, Miz? Come on.
So Miz and Morrison, hey, hop their
hop, hop.
asses to the front of his Bugatti and take red paint and write hey, hop on it, write Miz and smear paint all over it. And I'm like, damn.
That shit got me
know,
tight.
I know that it's
dollars,
probably a washable paint. And
$3 million.
Bad Bunny definitely got enough money to just get a quick paint job.
$3 million.
Man, that's M's you just painted on.
That's like a pigeon shitting on your car after you just came out the car wash, bro.
No, that's worse.
That hurts your feelings. You feel me? Like,
No, that's worse. That's like a pub.
it's like, yo, you just cleaned it. It's like you just cleaned the shit, you park it, and then a bird shits on it, bro. And you just took it out the car wash. Like, that shit breaks your heart. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, Miz being Miz.
Or Bugatti. But yeah. Miz trying to get some redemption back from being embarrassed from Bad Bunny over the past couple of weeks. So, you know, he guess what he deserves is WWE. You can't just leave vehicles around. You should know that. Being a fan.
What Stone Cold did to Vince.
Not only that, I'm kind of glad Bad Bunny's my dude and everything, but I'm kind of glad. My nigga, you was sleeping. You walking around a little bit too comfortable now, bro. Like,
yeah.
Do you think nothing can happen to you? Come on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Damien ain't gonna be around all the time. You know what I mean? He might have to take a shit one day. That's 10 minutes. You can get your ass
Sure,
whooped.
how are you gonna
Like,
be the world champion if you're not trying to handle business on your own?
you know what I mean? So, but I thought it was a funny promo. I was like, it just hurt my heart. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they violated that beautiful ass car right now.
Hell yeah.
That
And then
shit broke my
when we
heart.
come back from commercial, we end up seeing Bad Bunny um doing probably his best acting so far. Being upset that you know who did this. Of course you know who did that.
It
Like
says about
Ain't
it.
holding over the
right,
car, bro. Like,
right. Of course you know who did that, bro.
your face is
So
on the car.
you know they end up find somebody tells the priest that it was Miz and Morrison. They end up walking off angry. And then we get Oscar and Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. And for the most part, this was a decent match, but
This was a good match.
the way it ended, I knew it was gonna end like that from the beginning.
I saw that coming because Rhea was
Or
acting up.
she didn't give Rhea Ripley didn't give Oscar eye contact at all during that entire match.
She wasn't even trying to get tagged in unless she wanted to tag in. Then when she was about to lose, she would tag us. Like she wasn't playing a team player. I saw that coming, the turn coming. But it was a good match though.
I mean, I was gonna go for Oscar regardless. I'm not too big of a Rhea Ripley fan, but
I'm
we needed
definitely
somebody to boo.
I'm definitely a big
Yeah.
Ripley fan. But it was a dope match. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was 7. Shayna did some shit to Oscar. I thought was crazy outside the ring. I forgot what it was. It was like a damn son. But shout out Shayna. It's not coming to me right now. It was a good match. It was for what it was. You know what I mean? Even though with a fuck finish, it was still a good 7.5. You know what I mean? 7.
Yeah, it was a decent match for the most part.
Yeah.
Uh, so then after that, I'll give that probably a 7.5 too.
Yeah.
After that, we got clips of the Hurt Business and everything happening with Shelton Benjamin and Bobby and Cedric Alexander. We get MVP backstage. He has to get impressed by Shelton Benjamin and Cedric. They play up the fact that MVP's older and got a hurt leg and is limping around. Pretty much calling him out, asking if Lashley's gonna be able to keep that long without the Hurt Business. They feel like they put Lashley in a position to win that championship, which I wholeheartedly disagree because y'all literally had nothing storyline wise to actually do with the way he got the title. But they definitely added to the look and feel of Bobby Lashley. So
Yeah.
again, I think it's a swerve. I'm hoping it's a swerve. But
I really hope you're right, because honestly, there's no reason why the Hurt Business should have been got disbanded. That's disrespectful to me
and
this wrestling business.
That's facts. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense why they will pull the plug and then pull the plug this close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
With Cedric and Shelton doing nothing on the show.
Like it's way too close. It's way too close, and it's like, yo, they were hot. Like they were just heating up. Bobby got rid of the USA finally.
A lot of people are speaking out about it. Booker T, a lot of the wrestler podcasts, the podcasters or whatever, they've been talking about it. And Booker T was the one that hit it nail on the head. Like I feel like they got cut off before they really, really got hot. Like they were just about to really be hot.
Yeah. It was about to become Evolution Part 2.
And they got the perfect mouthpiece. They got the big man, and then they got the 2 tag teams. Like, yo, they were about to cook. And I don't understand it. They was looking like Evolution. Cause MVP could be on that Ric Flair shit.
I'm really going for the swerve. I think that's probably the most logical.
I hope because it's way too early. We did not want this to happen.
Not only that, where does Drew go or Bobby go after this rivalry? Who do they really have unless you pull Keith Lee back in?
They're gonna continue it. They're gonna continue.
You gonna have Bobby versus Braun.
We have that, but I feel like Bobby versus Drew probably has more legs after WrestleMania.
It does. If Bobby wins, they're gonna continue it for sure, all the way to like SummerSlam and some stupid shit. If Drew wins, then they could probably move in Drew,
I
Strowman,
don't
and
think Braun Strowman coming out of a storyline with Shane McMahon. I don't think he even deserves a title shot right now.
but that's the thing I'm saying. It's like, yo, you was crying about you wanted the belt. That's what you got suspended for when you headbutted Pierce. You got suspended because you was crying you wanted the belt. Now the shit popped off last week. You ain't even pop off on Drew McIntyre. And then it's like, yo, you can't even claim, like, let's say whoever wins after WrestleMania, you can't even claim it because you had a shot. And it's like, yo, instead you better chase Shane McMahon around. Like, but I won't be surprised if they
Literally
do.
said, I'm too busy with Shane McMahon to chase the WWE Championship.
So you literally got suspended crying that I'm the only one out of the 5 that was there, the 4 that was there, deserved the belt. And you headbutted Aiden Pierce. So it's like, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like, but I won't be surprised they put him in the mix after the match. You feel after Mania. So it's a lose-lose.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think he deserves that position coming off a storyline with Shane McMahon. But you know how WWE is.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like
to these whack ass storylines to eventually get a good one.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Braun Strowman as a face. I like him as a heel. He's more.
I don't like him as a face when he's saying bullshit like, "I'm doing it for them, for everyone who's been bullied." Have you not been bullying niggas for like the whole entirety of your career for the most part?
Like he's a better heel than
Betty's hands and the train thing he's doing now, born from him bullying people. It's dumb to me.
Yeah. So,
but we move on from that. We got the Giant Memorial Battle Royal announcement is gonna be on Friday Night SmackDown. So I personally think they should probably cancel that. But okay. It gets a couple people to feel like they were a part of WrestleMania. We go backstage with Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Reginald. And this is pretty much when almost every single women's tag team finally decides to show that there's a division. And they all pretty much make a beeline towards the champs and put their name in the pot. And I agree with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. I beat all you bitches. Y'all don't deserve nothing. Yeah, but I do like what they're doing, and they're gonna have on night 1 of WrestleMania. They're gonna have a tag team turmoil match. So that's awesome. And then night 2, the winners of the tag team turmoil match ends up facing the champs at Mania. So that's a good look, a good opportunity for a lot of women. So that's great. What do you guys think about that?
I think Billy Kay's funny.
Yeah, Billy Kay. They were like, Billy, do you even have a tag team partner? She said, well, Carmella's looking over my resume. She just needs to go back with Peyton Royce ready. Like,
nah, I like Peyton's direction right now as a heel. I like a solo. I like
what direction? What like, direction? She had one Raw talk, then they gave her a match that she lost, and we haven't seen her since.
But it was a good match. It wasn't like it was a squash. Like Asuka beat the shit out of her. Like,
yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. They did like a good 10 minutes commercial and all, bro. Like, go back. Peyton is actually one of my, like I said, the most improved right now for the past year, my opinion. Her and Liv Morgan, my opinion. Y'all could kill me later, but I think Peyton and Liv Morgan right now is in the best upward direction. You feel me?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see from that. We'll see what the direction goes with Billy Kay, and Peyton Royce was supposedly a part of a tag team, and that got killed for her with Lacey Evans getting pregnant. So she might not even be involved unless she gets paired with Billy Kay. Which, you know what? I'll say it right now. These bitches get put back together. I need them to win, and I need them to win at Mania too, the second night. I need my Iconics.
You need your Iconics back?
I need them back, man. I'm tired of them splitting.
That was kind of a dope surprise.
Split the bullshit up. split the crap like Retribution. But instead, the good stables, the good groups, you're like, oh, they're fucking amazing. All right, we gotta break that up.
Break them
Doing too
up.
good. Doing too good. Retribution. Oh yeah, that's hot garbage. Let the fans see
First
that
of all,
7 months.
it's gonna become the Retribution, and what was the other one? The Retribution.
You don't even remember. That's how irrelevant.
The Retribution.
Next up, we got Bobby Lashley versus Cedric Alexander, and I'm gonna say it, match of the night.
Yeah,
Match of
definitely.
the night. And this is another piece to my theory. Bobby Lashley, from what I recall and from what I've heard in another wrestling channel that I follow, Bobby Lashley hasn't taken a bump in 6 months. But you let Shelton Benjamin last week suplex you.
Yeah.
And then this week, you give Cedric Alexander arguably one of his best matches in recent memory.
In a while, yeah.
I feel like he's building his guys up. I feel like this is all a part of the swerve. This is to solidify the Hurt Business being split. Not only that, when they press MVP, when Sean had the Hurt Business chain, why look at it and let it drop? Y'all gifted that to him.
You're supposed to pop that chain
Pop
off.
that shit.
Take that shit off his neck.
Shelton and Cedric literally gifted that to him. I think it's all a part of the swerve. And we got 2 good matches out of Shelton and Cedric out of it versus Lashley. Lashley hasn't bumped or done any of that for anyone else.
Yeah.
Literally.
Fact.
So great match. I give it an 8. I'll give it
an 8. Oh, definitely, Cedric. Come on, man. He's another one that can go in the
hurt lock.
You know what I'm saying? Great match. You know what I mean? How you feel?
But after the match, he does put Shelton in the hurt lock and makes him pass out. So I don't know, man. It could go either way, but I'm really hoping it's all a swerve.
I really hope so, because this sucks. And Peacock, I heard Peacock removed the Nation of Domination from the library.
What? Why?
I don't know. Shit.
I'll have to check that because I subscribe to Peacock only because I wasn't gonna do it because they offered $10 for 4 months. So I was like, fuck it, $250 a month. I'll subscribe just to see Mania. But I gotta check that because that they don't have everything, but to take out the whole nation.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then I heard the controls are weird. Like, I'm good.
And especially
the controls are not weird. It's the setup that they have is weird as far as the way you access the content. But the controls are straightforward: left, right, up, down, click. But the shit is hidden. Like you gotta search for certain things. It's not all the way right, but hopefully they get WrestleMania right. Hopefully. This will be the real test of Peacock and
that's kind of disrespectful to The Rock though and Farouk and them. Like that don't even make sense.
That's true. Yeah, that is crazy. I can't believe that. But fuck Peacock. Let's move on. We got a video package between Orton and the Fiend. So just nothing really major. Just a little build up for Sunday's match between the two. Then we got Damian Priest and Bad Bunny talking about the Bugatti again. This is about the third, maybe fourth time they mentioned the damn Bugatti. In short, it's a tag team match officially now. I thought that was evident from the beginning.
I thought that's what it was. They were supposed to be a one-on-one, but
I guess
I saw it coming. They wasn't gonna let Bad Bunny go in there.
Hell no. But
you gotta protect the bag, baby. You gotta protect.
I never expected a one-on-one. So whatever. But he officially announces a tag team match with Damian Priest and Bad Bunny, cursing out the Miz, saying he's gonna make him respect him pretty much.
I thought it was a good promo. He said, "Yo, I was a fan for years," and like I thought Bad Bunny did a great job promo wise. You feel me? Like I didn't expect him. I thought he was just gonna say a couple of words and then pass it to Damian, but he actually was on the mic for like a good 5 minutes. So shout out Bad Bunny, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So next up we got Mustafa Ali and Sheamus backstage agreeing about Matt Riddle being a trash champion and that
With no retribution.
they both should United States champion, and then Matt Riddle zooms past them on his scooter, leading into the United States Championship champion non-title match. Excuse me, I thought it was championship. Riddle versus Mustafa Ali, which was a great match. But
a dope match. This was dope.
Essentially, after Ali got a little shit off, Riddle got all his shit off in this match.
Yeah.
He looked strong heading into his match with Sheamus on WrestleMania. Can't complain. Good match. I'll give it about a 7.5.
And with the final flash.
Yeah, this was definitely a dope match. I'll give it an 8. This was up there with the Bobby and Cedric match. You know what I mean? This was a good match.
I'm just wondering when they're gonna send them to 205 Live.
They need to ASAP.
Don't do that.
So now we're
Don't do what?
Leader 205. Nah, he's way better.
Who?
Retribution.
Oh, the whole Retribution?
Yeah. And Ali.
Nah.
Ali was the king of 205. Maybe he does need that.
Nah.
But let's move on because we're short on time. We got the main event of the evening, Drew McIntyre versus King Corbin. I really don't have much to say about this. It was decent.
It's what you expected from it.
It was dope.
It's exact. We knew Drew was gonna win. We knew that it was just to make him look stronger. And you know, Corbin was just here as a piece to move along the chessboard for the main event. That's really it. The show closes with Lashley and Drew staring at each other, leading into the matchup. So that's about it. We got less than a minute, so that was Monday Night Raw. That was the wrap up. We're about to give you the prediction show, so tune into that. You can find us all collectively at Kayfabe Avenue on Twitter, on Instagram, on the Facebook. Join the group, join the conversation. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Speaking of subscribing, click on the support link on Anchor, Apple, all podcast streaming platforms that we're on. We're on everything, all at Kayfabe Avenue. So with that being said, I have been Kayfabe AJ. That's been E.A and Kayfabe Focus.
Salute.
That's the Raw wrap up. Austin, take us home.
The bottom line, why? Because old Stone Cold said so. Thank you very much, you son of a bitch.